Dear all, this is Chandramouli, your project management consultant. In this video, we will discuss about generic Agile project lifecycle. Agile is a topic of growing importance, which helps the organization to be more flexible to change, and to deliver workable software in a shorter span of time, benefiting both the customer and the executing organization. A simplified life cycle of Agile methodology is explained here. In Agile projects, the customer requirements are called as backlogs. Product requirements, called as product backlog, is created as an outcome of product vision phase of the project. Product visioning, this planning helps to get the commitment from all the stakeholders involved in creating the product, by determining cost, time involved in each level of the iterative cycle. Product visioning documents the vision of the product owner, a representative of the customer, which documents what to be changed or created, and the overall efforts involved in creating the product, the target customers, key differentiator from the competitors. Rolling wave planning and progressive elaboration are the techniques used in creating this plan. Release planning happens in repeated cycles, creating release plan which determines the number of iterations inside each releases. Release period, timeline, depends on various factors like competitor pressure, contract, predetermined schedule, financial deadline, etc. Release is actually a set of iterative cycles. Sometimes different iterative cycle will be executed by different team. This is particularly applicable when multiple teams are involved. A typical release happens in 2 to 4 months of time. Release plan is defined by the product owner. The delivery team and the product owner need to agree on the number of iterative cycles, sprints, in each release. Release planning meeting happens for 1 full day. Release plan determines the time plan, time box, for each release, and in turn for each iterative cycle, by determining the current team capacity. During release planning, the set of selected user stories, small level of requirements, are split into much smaller user stories that focus on narrow features. Types of release plan. 2 basic types of release plans that are widely used are scope-boxed release plans and time-boxed release plans. In a scope-boxed plan, the work, that is, what the team will do, is defined in advance, but the release date, time, is uncertain. In a time-boxed plan, the time and release date is defined in advance, but the specific work of what people will do is uncertain, and is being elaborated with time. Time-boxed plans are mostly preferred way of release planning. This will constrain the amount of work, and people will automatically start doing the prioritization, which is the fundamental concepts of Agile. At the beginning of each iteration, iteration planning happens, followed by iteration execution, iteration demo, and iteration retrospection. In an Agile project, the team works in iterations to deliver the final end product. Iteration plan consists of iteration backlog, assumptions, risks, actions, dependencies, and communication. Team will determine on what features can be accommodated in the current iterative cycle, sprint. It also orders priorities, the features of the current immediate iterative cycle. Features are decomposed into tasks, minute level. Now the team can determine the capacity of the team, and the tasks on hand in the current iterative cycle, sprint. The team is responsible to come up with the exhaustive list of tasks in the current sprint. The team brainstorms the tasks that they need in order to finish all the iteration stories. Some tasks will be specific to a single story, others may be useful for multiple stories. Take the opportunity to brainstorm the high-level design, or the ideas on how to develop the software during this session, without going too much into details. This sometimes brings out the perspectives that a single developer or tester would have missed during the actual software development. Take advantage of your on-site customer's presence to ask about the detailed requirements for each story. What do the customers expect when the story is done? This will make the acceptance test criteria for your iteration, and is the most important piece for getting the customer sign-off. After you've finished brainstorming tasks, list those out on a sequential manner, and spread them out on the table, and look at the whole picture. The team should discuss now, are these tasks enough to finish all of the stories, and are there any duplicates or overlaps? Discuss and fix any problems. Finish the brainstorming before starting the estimation. Daily stand-up meeting happens every day, during the iteration execution. Agile Principle strongly recommends daily stand-up meeting, as this helps in surfacing the problems early, and also attacking it early. Each iteration starts with planning based on user stories, and closes with a demo of the interim product and a retrospective. Iteration happens multiple times within a release, before moving to next release. At the end of every release, the project team performs release retrospection. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for watching this video.